Friends, Doc South with you, and I'm down along, in our backyard, checking out the Musconetcong River. Now, evidently, there's all sorts of storms coming in the next few days. Might even be a tropical depression come through, and well, if so, I would imagine I'll be wanting to come down here and show you how high the river water got, how high the river level got, rather. And I thought you might like to see it now at actually about as low as I've seen it in a while. For instance, here. Now, normally there's an island there when the river's at normal depth. You can see, you can see where there looks like a little bit of a beach. Yeah. That normally would be flowing, water would be flowing over that. And where that tree that's slanting would be, that would be sort of the edge of the island. And those logs, branches laying there probably wouldn't even be seen. Or eventually, if the water gets high enough, they start floating downstream, take up residence elsewhere. You can see there's a kind of a rock step ledge, I would say, that the water is still flowing over, but not everywhere. It's flowing there right in the middle of the screen and not there. Again, this log is this old, I doubt that thing would float very well. It's pretty waterlogged, that branch. And that'll be buried. Water will be well over these rocks with almost any kind of rain, but if we get a heavy dose, yes indeed. Here, for instance, I think I see this was, you can sort of see a log here that at one time was a pretty big log that sat further upstream, and floodwater took it down a bit, about 50 feet or so. Okay, so yeah, you can see it, it's just sitting there. Again, this is the one that'll be, I doubt it'll move a bit, even a bit. Some people say too, after these storms, it always pays to come down when the water recedes. Take a look through the mud, because you'll quite often find arrowheads in the water. Here is, you'll see to the left, that would be, dry land normally, and all that brown would be, I'd be standing in the river right about now. It's interesting too that that snake log that's out in the middle of the river, that was a tree that was about 1.5 2 years ago, fell into the water. That's been catching a lot of debris. I got a hunch some of that debris will be gone, and that particular tree fallen tree will have moved downstream just a little if it gets high enough. My opinion is too, maybe not this time, but this one tree that I'm showing you right now, you see it almost directly across the river, the Musconetcong from me, that will most likely, one day that will fall into the water, because that's hanging on by its thumbnails at the moment. And as you might know, thumbnails on a tree aren't very strong. And then here, the water here, all through this smooth area, is only, there were some girls came by, over the weekend. I heard them giggling upstream, and they were teenage girls in their bathing suits. No, they weren't skinny dipping. They were in their bathing suits, and they were floating in like little heavy plastic like sea serpents. And or not necessarily a truck inner tube, but the size of a truck inner tube, but made of like rubberized plastic. They were floating, and they were up to about their ankles in the water. One girl slipped on a rock and fell in. She was, but again, she didn't go even close to going under. It was kind of fun to listen to them giggling. They were cute girls too. They were very pretty, but they were having a ball. I don't know. They went laughing downstream. Of course, they ruined fishing for everybody, but pretty as they were, I guess, no one was complaining. So I think this is going to be rather interesting again here. The water will be most likely up to here. That's about where it's been. And a little bit further down, over this little bit of hedgerow. This was probably more of a puddle that developed with the most recent rain. So this should be kind of interesting. What I'll do is if I can get down here after the rain, if we do get the tropical storm, I think you'll see a real difference. And there'll probably be a lot of stuff down there that used to be up here. Right. Anyway, Lord's Prayer moment. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. It's funny, the face on that log, off to the very left of it, the downstream side, it's almost like this log is growing hair as various branches get stuck. And you'll see when the water goes up, that one rock that it's stuck on almost looks like a tongue. Honestly, Pete, that thing does look like a sea serpent. And again, all these mossy rocks and all, well, they'll probably be inundated with water. I would imagine over here, this one here, the water will probably, if enough falls, it'll be, that rock will be almost immersed in water, and those little ones definitely will be. Those smaller rocks, they're not really little. I'd hate to have one fall on my toe. Okay, so anyway, there you go, friends. A little before, and, well, depending on how things go, we'll do an after. Okay? We'll see you later. God bless.